Amid much speculation, archaeologists in Egypt have unsealed a massive black sarcophagus, a huge coffin found at a construction site in Alexandria. Some have been wondering if it might reveal the body of Alexander the Great or unleash a deadly curse.
Greek ruins dating back to 300 BC still stand today. But what if Alexander the Great's golden tomb held secrets that could rewrite history? Over the decades, there have been numerous attempts to conduct a full archaeological excavation of the entire city. Join us as we explore this legendary burial site and other archaeological discoveries filled with mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Number 1. The Tomb of Alexander the Great. In a small village in northern Greece, ancient tombs hold treasures from the family of Alexander the Great. This place, called Vagina, was once known as Aigai, the old capital of Macedon. It's where Philip II, Alexander's father, made significant reforms that strengthened the military and transformed the region. Philip was assassinated in 336 BC, and his remains were cremated and placed in a royal tomb nearby. After Alexander's death, wars and invasions caused the tombs to be buried and forgotten for over 2,000 years. Then, in 1977, Greek archaeologist Manolis Andronikos made a groundbreaking discovery: 2 untouched tombs filled with ancient treasures. Among the findings were swords, shields, pottery, gold items, and the bones of a man believed to be Philip II. His remains showed signs of royal treatment, including gold melted on his bones, suggesting he wore a gold wreath or mask when cremated. There were also mysterious remains of a woman with unique armor, hinting at a possible Scythian origin. These tombs, now part of a museum in Vagina, offer a rare glimpse into ancient Macedonian history, preserving artifacts from Philip and Alexander's time. Like and subscribe right now, and you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week. Number 2. Alexander's Palace in Aigai, Vagina. The Palace of Aigai in Vagina, Greece, where Alexander the Great became king of Macedonia over 2,400 years ago, has reopened to visitors. Known as the royal metropolis of the Macedonians, this impressive palace spans about 16,100 square feet. It was largely constructed by Alexander's father, Philip II, in the 4th century BC, and was the largest building in Greece at the time. The restoration of the palace took 16 years, costing over $21.9 million, with support from the European Union. The project involved excavating the site, documenting the discoveries, and preserving key artifacts. Around 15,000 square feet of mosaics, marble floors, and ancient columns were carefully restored to maintain the palace's original grandeur. Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis reopened the palace, noting that it was here that Alexander ascended the throne after his father's assassination in 336 BC at the age of 20. Alexander would go on to conquer vast territories from Greece to Egypt, Iran, India, and beyond. His reign marked the beginning of the Hellenistic period, which lasted until the rise of the Roman Empire. Though the palace was destroyed by the Romans in 148 BC, it remains a powerful symbol of history and heritage for humanity. Number 3. The royal tombs at Vagina. King Philip II, Alexander the Great's father, was severely injured in his leg by a lance in 339 BC, leaving him with a permanent limp. He was assassinated 3 years later in 336 BC. In 1977 and 1978, archaeologists uncovered 2 male skeletons in tombs at Vagina, Greece. One tomb also contained the remains of a woman and a newborn child. Initially, experts believed Philip II was buried in Tomb 2, but the skeleton found there did not show signs of his leg injury. However, the male skeleton in Tomb 8 had a knee injury that caused a limp, with a hole in the bone, likely from a lance wound. Using modern forensic methods, researchers discovered that this injury had healed long before the individual's death. Given the skeleton's age, approximately 45 years, tomb is now believed to be the final resting place of King Philip II, alongside his wife Cleopatra and their newborn child. Tomb the Coup, meanwhile, contains stunning artwork, including a famous painting of the abduction of Persephone. Number 4. 2500-year-old mummy tomb, opened in Egypt. In a recent archaeological event in Egypt, experts opened a 2500-year-old mummy coffin in front of a live audience for the first time. The coffin was one of 59 wooden sarcophagi discovered in burial shafts at Saqqara, an ancient necropolis near Cairo. Saqqara once served as the primary cemetery for the ancient city of Memphis, and this discovery has provided fascinating new insights into Egyptian burial practices. During the event, a mummy was revealed inside a well-preserved wooden coffin wrapped in an intricate burial cloth. The coffin likely belonged to a priest or high-ranking official, and the moment was captured and widely shared on social media, attracting significant attention. These coffins had been sealed for over 2,000 years, with some containing around 400 small funerary figurines. This discovery provides a rare glimpse into ancient Egyptian burial customs and religious beliefs. Number 5. Tutankhamun's tomb. The tomb of Tutankhamun, also known as KV62, is the burial site of the young pharaoh from Egypt's 18th dynasty, circa 1332 to 1323 BC, located in the Valley of the Kings. Unlike other grand royal tombs, Tutankhamun's tomb is smaller and less elaborately decorated, likely due to the pharaoh's sudden death, requiring a tomb that wasn't originally intended for him. The tomb consists of 4 chambers, an entrance staircase, and a corridor. Despite its modest size, it was filled with over 5,000 artifacts, including Tutankhamun's famous gold burial mask, chariots, weapons, and other treasures that offer insight into the royal life and customs of ancient Egypt. Among the treasures were coffins, furniture, jewelry, and clothing. Though tomb robbers broke in twice shortly after the pharaoh's burial, most of the artifacts and the mummy remained undisturbed, hidden under debris. The tomb escaped significant looting throughout later centuries. In 1922, archaeologist Howard Carter and his team made the groundbreaking discovery of the tomb, which became a global sensation due to the wealth of artifacts it contained. Despite rumors of a curse following the death of Carter's financial backer, the tomb offers an incredible window into ancient Egyptian life and its royal treasures. Today, many of the tomb's items are housed in museums, while the mummy and coffin remain in the tomb. Number 6. Qin Shi Huang's tomb, China. The tomb of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, was discovered by accident in 1974 when farmers digging for a well unearthed a terracotta warrior. This accidental find led to a major archaeological excavation, revealing 3 massive underground chambers filled with life-sized terracotta soldiers. Each warrior is uniquely detailed, with remnants of original paint, and no 2 figures are identical, differing from any previously known tomb figures. Qin Shi Huang, born Ying Zheng, became the king of Qin and later unified China in 221 BC, bringing an end to the Warring States period. He declared himself Shangdi, or First Emperor, and his reign brought sweeping changes to leadership and governance in East Asia. His tomb remains one of the greatest archaeological finds, with the vast terracotta army providing a remarkable glimpse into ancient Chinese culture and the emperor's desire for protection in the afterlife. His tomb complex is vast, spanning approximately 6.3 square kilometers, 3.9 square miles, with a large burial mound at its center. The complex also includes the famous army pits, located about 0.75 miles from the central mound. Despite ongoing excavations since 1974, only a small portion of the site has been uncovered, and new discoveries continue to emerge each year. Number 7. The Valley of the Kings, Egypt. The Valley of the Kings is one of Egypt's most significant archaeological sites. For nearly 500 years during the New Kingdom period, 18th to 20th dynasty, tombs were carved into the rocks to serve as final resting places for pharaohs and nobles. Located on the west bank of the Nile, opposite the ancient city of Thebes, now Luxor, the valley is divided into two main sections: the East Valley, where most of the royal tombs are found, and the West Valley, also called the Valley of the Monkeys. To date, 65 tombs have been discovered, including KV5, which contains more than 120 chambers dedicated to the sons of Ramesses II. The tombs are decorated with intricate scenes from Egyptian mythology, providing valuable insights into burial practices and beliefs about the afterlife. While many of these tombs were looted long ago, they still offer a glimpse of the wealth and power held by Egypt's ancient rulers. The valley gained worldwide fame with the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 and was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979. It remains a major attraction for researchers and tourists alike, with ongoing excavations and a newly established visitor centre. Number 8. The Tomb of Cyrus the Great, Iran. The tomb of Cyrus the Great, the founder of the Achaemenid Empire, is a significant historical and architectural monument located in Pasargada, Iran. This ancient mausoleum is notable for its engineering design and is believed to be the oldest structure in the world to use base isolation techniques, which help protect it from earthquakes. Like the Valley of the Kings, it has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The tomb was first identified as Cyrus's resting place in the early 1800s. Prior to that, it was known as the tomb of Madras Suan, believed by some to be connected to biblical figures. Venetian traveller Josephat Barbaro and others recorded the site in their writings, but it was James Justinian Morier who officially identified it as Cyrus's tomb in 1812. Morier described the structure as resting on a square base composed of large marble blocks stacked in 7 layers. The tomb features carvings and inscriptions that reflect the deep reverence for Cyrus. Interestingly, local tradition holds that women guard the tomb and only females are permitted to enter. Legends surrounding the site link it to various historical figures, adding to its enigmatic allure. Number 9. The Royal Tombs of Ur, Iraq. The Royal Cemetery at Ur, located in southern Iraq, is a key archaeological site dating back to the early dynastic Tawai period, around 2600–2500 BC. This period marked a high point in Sumerian culture, with tombs filled with treasures and evidence of sacrificial burials. Excavations began in 1922, led by archaeologist Leonard Woolley with support from the British Museum and the University of Pennsylvania. Many of the discoveries from this site can be seen in museums today, such as the Iraq Museum in Baghdad and the British Museum in London. During the initial digs, Woolley started by digging test trenches to map out the ancient city. After a few unsuccessful attempts, he decided to dig deeper and uncovered various items like clay vases, limestone bowls, bronze artifacts, and beads. To encourage the workers to search for gold beads, Woolley offered them money, which led to the discovery of these treasures, even after workers repurchased some from local goldsmiths. The cemetery contains over 2,000 burials, with 16 royal tombs identified by Woolley based on their size, the wealth of grave goods, and evidence of large-scale rituals. Number 10. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, Turkey. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, also known as the Tomb of Mausolus, was built between 353 and 351 BC in what is now Bodrum, Turkey. It was constructed for Mausolus, a ruler in the Achaemenid Persian Empire, and his sister wife Artemisia Sikou. Designed by Greek architects Satyrus and Pythias, the mausoleum stood about 45 meters, 148 feet, tall and was adorned with stunning sculptures. 4 renowned Greek sculptors, Leochares, Bryaxis, Scopas, and Timotheus, created intricate reliefs and statues totaling around 400 pieces. The mausoleum's beauty earned it a place among the 7 wonders of the ancient world, as listed by Antipater of Sidon. Unfortunately, it was damaged by earthquakes between the 12th and 15th centuries, becoming the last of the ancient wonders to be destroyed. The word mausoleum now refers to any above-ground tomb, thanks to this structure. Halicarnassus, the capital of Caria in the 4th century BC, was where Mausolus expanded his rule, taking inspiration from the monumental tombs of nearby Lycia. Number 11. The tomb of Ramesses II, Egypt. Ramesses II, often called Ramesses the Great, was one of ancient Egypt's most celebrated pharaohs, ruling from around 1303 BC to 1213 BC. He was the 3rd ruler of the 19th dynasty and is widely regarded as one of Egypt's greatest pharaohs, along with figures like Thutmose III. Ramesses II is famous for his military prowess, leading at least 15 successful campaigns, although his Battle of Kadesh ended in a stalemate. Known by his titles Ozymandias and Ramesses, he was also a prolific builder, establishing new cities and monuments, including Ramesses, his capital in the Nile Delta. His military campaigns expanded Egypt's influence into Canaan, Phoenicia, and Nubia. Ramesses II celebrated more said festivals, commemorating his reign's longevity, than any other pharaoh. He is believed to have died at the age of 90 or 91 and was initially buried in the Valley of the Kings. However, his mummy was later moved to a royal cache to protect it from tomb robbers and is now on display at the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization in Cairo. Despite not being born into royalty, Ramesses' family rose to power, and he became Prince Regent at around 14 years old, marking the beginning of his long and impactful reign. Number 12. Tomb of the Scythian King. Russia archaeologist Gino Kaspari from the University of Bern confirmed the discovery of an ancient Scythian prince's tomb in southern Siberia, known as the Kyan. This burial site is thought to be the largest and oldest of its kind in the region, dating back to the 8th century BC, nearly a century older than any similar discoveries. Thanks to the area's permafrost, the tomb could contain valuable treasures, including gold jewelry, weapons, and possibly even a preserved ice mummy. The Scythians were nomadic warriors originating from Persia, modern-day Iran, who roamed Eurasia between the 9th and 1st centuries BC. Kaspari identified a circular structure in satellite images of the Uruk River Valley, which led his team to investigate. Their findings confirmed the site as a Kyan, a royal tomb for a Scythian prince. This discovery is important because it offers new insights into the history of the Scythian Empire. Excavations led by German and Russian teams have also revealed treasures such as a gold necklace and the remains of horses, highlighting the wealth and culture of the Scythians. Number 13. Tomb of Seti Reishun, Egypt. Seti Reishun's tomb, known as KV-17, is one of the largest and most beautifully decorated tombs in Egypt's Valley of the Kings. Discovered by Italian explorer Giovanni Battista Belzoni on October 16, 1817, the tomb consists of 17 chambers, filled with well-preserved art. It was once thought to be the longest tomb in the valley, measuring about 137 meters, 450 feet, until the discovery of the tomb of the sons of Ramses II. Seti Reishun's tomb is unique, featuring a winding entry that leads to several corridors, all adorned with religious imagery and scenes of Seti Yen and with the sun god Ra. One area, known as Corridor K, is still being explored, but much of it remains filled with debris. The ceilings are painted with golden stars on a deep blue background, a common feature in ancient Egyptian burial chambers. Although Seti Wen's mummy wasn't found in his tomb, it was later discovered in a royal cache with other mummies. His coffin was damaged over time, suggesting multiple attempts to restore the tomb and its contents. Number 14. Tomb of Darius the Great, Iran. The tomb of Darius the Great is located at Naqsh Rustam, near Persepolis, Iran, and is one of 4 royal tombs of the Achaemenid kings. Darius the Refn, who ruled from 522 to 486 BC, had his tomb clearly marked with an inscription. The other, built between 1406 and 1420 for the Yongle Emperor of the Ming Dynasty, it was called Forbidden because access was restricted even for many government officials. Covering 178 acres, this site was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987 due to its historical significance and breathtaking architecture. The complex adheres to traditional Chinese Feng Shui principles, with key buildings oriented south to honor the sun. Notable landmarks include the Wu Gate, the Hall of Supreme Harmony, and the Imperial Garden. The Wu Gate serves as the main entrance and is one of the tallest structures, while the Hall of Supreme Harmony is the largest building home to the Emperor's throne. The inner court contains the Emperor's living quarters, while the Imperial Garden provides a serene escape with its ponds, trees, and sculptures. For over 500 years, the Forbidden City was the center of Chinese power. Its significance is underscored by the dedication of archaeologists and historians who have worked tirelessly to uncover the secrets of ancient sites, including Alexander the Great's Golden Tomb and other enigmatic burial places. Each discovery unveils stories from our past that have been hidden for centuries. And as we continue to explore these ancient tombs, we may uncover astonishing truths waiting to be revealed.